On Zoom, can you guys hear us? Anybody on Zoom, can you hear us?
Hello?
Hello? I can't hear you.
Hello?
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
Joanna, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm calling our meeting to order for our May 30th special council meeting. It is 5:07. Meeting is called to order. Can I get a roll call with people on Zoom first, please?
I'm sorry, I have to move down.
Okay. Go ahead.
Carol Corbin, Dave Mitchell. Glenn Rivers, citizen.
Catherine Clark, citizen.
Councilman. Greg Mooney, councilman.
Julie Ferguson, councilwoman. Patty Verbonic, council president.
City clerk.
Stephen Tripp, City Metro Mayor. We do have a quorum established. We have 4 city councilors. We have 1 councilor on a medical leave.
Pledge of allegiance before establishing the quorum.
All right.
The pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
If anybody would like to do an invocation, now's the time that somebody would like to. If not, we can move forward with that one. Moving. Okay, so we do have a quorum established. We have 4 or 6 city councilors. We have 1 councilor on medical leave, and Councilor Catmull did advise the clerk that she would not be in attendance tonight.
May I add with only 2 hours notice?
2 hours notice. So we will address that at our normally scheduled meeting. Changes to the agenda.
I have 1 change, which is to add resolution 2307.
Okay. Being it's a special meeting, do we have to have public comment? Got it.
Which resolution was that?
2307.
Thank you.
Council would like to refer to the approved agenda as presented. Councilor Bennett.
I'd like to approve the agenda for May 30th, 2023.
Councilor Ferguson.
I will second that motion.
Motion made by Councilor P. Verbonic, seconded by Councilor Ferguson to approve their agenda as presented. Open for discussion. No discussion. Councilor P. Verbonic, how do you vote?
Aye.
Councilor Ferguson.
Aye.
Councilor Mooney.
Aye.
Counselor R. Burbank.
Aye.
Council has approved our agenda as presented, 4 ayes, 1 leave, 1 absent. To our old business, it was brought to our city's attention that even though the council approved the job description for administrator / clerk, the council needs to officially appoint that position to the administrator / clerk. Just so everybody's aware, counselor wise, I did not know this, but CIS, we are on probation with CIS. So a lot of items that we are going to be dealing with have to pretty much be approved by CIS. So they're wanting to make sure that whatever we do, they're aware of, because that way they can say yes or no, yes, you're good at doing what you're doing, or oh no, here's another 14 emails, this is what you need to do it. So there is a resolution.
Would you like me to read it?
That was written and approved by our city attorney. If you would like to read it, that would be great.
Resolution 2306, a resolution appointing Krista Miller as city administrator, city clerk for city of Mitchell, Oregon, effective May 30th, 2023. Whereas the city of Mitchell City Council, quotations council, desires to create a new position of city administrator, and whereas the council wishes to combine city clerk position with city administrator, and whereas it is necessary that the council appoint a city administrator or city clerk effective May 30th, 2023, and whereas the council desires to have Krista Miller serve in the capacity of city administrator or city clerk, now therefore be it resolved by the city council of the city of Mitchell, Oregon. Section 1, Krista Miller is hereby appointed city administrator, city clerk of the city of Mitchell, Oregon, with the effective date of May 30th, 2023. That the city administrator, city clerk shall have all the duties and powers set herein and other duties and powers as designated by the council, including the duties in the city charter for city clerk. Section 3, be it further resolved and understood that the city administrator oversees all departments within the city. The city administrator does not hire or fire staff, but recommends to the council hiring and dismissal. The city administrator will handle disciplinary actions except removal. The city administrator will supervise all staff, including volunteers, and will serve as human resources department for all matters. Submitted to the mayor and approved by the mayor on this 30th day, May 2023.
So we would need a motion for Councilor P. Burbank.
I make a motion that we accept the resolution 2306.
Councilor Mooney. Second. Councilor P. Burbank made the motion. Councilor Mooney seconded motion to approve, accept resolution 2306. Open for discussion. No discussion. P. Burbank, how would you vote?
Aye.
Councilor Person.
Aye.
Councilor Mooney.
Aye.
Councilor R. Burbank, how do you vote?
Aye.
Council has approved resolution 2307 or 6, sorry, 2306. Thank you, council. It was 4 ayes, 1 absent, 1 leave. Now to change the agenda of resolution 2307. Madam Clerk, would you like to read that one also?
The resolution for a contingency plan in the event of the city administrator / city clerk is unavailable, appointing Keely Ferguson as deputy city clerk, appointing the deputy city administrator duties, choose Stephen Tripp, mayor for city of Mitchell, Oregon, effective May 30th, 2023. Whereas the city of Mitchell council in quotations desires to create a contingency plan in the event the city administrator, city clerk is unavailable. And whereas the council wishes to divide the position duties, and whereas the unpaid city administrator duties will default to the mayor, and whereas the unpaid city clerk duties will default to a member of the council. And whereas it is necessary that the council appoint a deputy city clerk and a deputy city administrator effective May 30th, 2023. And whereas the council desires to have Kaylee Ferguson, council position 2, to serve the capacity of deputy city clerk. And whereas the council wishes to appoint Stephen Tripp, mayor, to deputy city administrator duties, and now therefore be it resolved by the city council and the city of Mitchell, Oregon. Section 1, Kaylee Ferguson is hereby appointed deputy city clerk of the city of Mitchell, Oregon in cases of emergency with an effective date May 30th, 2023. The deputy city clerk shall have the duties and powers as set out herein and other duties and powers as designated by the council, including the duties of the city charter for city clerk. Section 2, Stephen Tripp is hereby appointed to deputy city administrator of city of Mitchell, Oregon in cases of emergency with an effective date of May 30th, 2023. Deputy city administrator shall have the duties and powers as set out herein and other duties and powers as designated by the council. Section 3, be it further resolved and understood that the deputy city clerk will perform all duties of the clerk on an interim basis as needed or in cases of emergency. Deputy city clerk is bonded per charter requirements of a clerk through city county insurance. The deputy city clerk has the authority to receive deposit monies and create checks. The deputy city clerk has the authority to be listed as a signer on the city's bank account in the event of an emergency. Section 4, be it further resolved and understood that the deputy city administrator oversees all departments within the city in cases of an emergency. The deputy city administrator does not hire or fire staff, but recommends to the council hiring and dismissal in cases of emergency. The deputy city administrator will handle disciplinary actions except removal in cases of emergency. The city administrator will supervise all staff, including volunteers, and will serve as the human resources department for all matters in cases of emergency. Passed by the city council of the city of Mitchell this 30th day of May 2023, submitted to the mayor and approved by the mayor on this 30th day of May 2023.
So again, this is kind of working with CIS because if council approves this up until right, well, as we're talking, we don't have a contingency plan, which became very apparent when the court was on a leave late last year. So this is kind of, again, more housekeeping, more cleanup that needs to be done. Councilor P. Verbeck.
I'd like to make a motion.
Well, there's no discussion on this?
You gotta make a motion, second it, then it's open for discussion.
Oh, pardon me.
Thank you. Councilor P. Verbeck.
I make a motion to accept resolution 2307.
Thank you. Councilor Mooney. Second. Councilor P. Verbeck made the motion. Councilor Mooney seconded the motion to accept resolution 2307. Open for discussion. Councilor R. Verbeck.
Well, it says here the council desires to have Kaylee Ferguson in this position. Nobody asked me on council. Did we have a meeting or something where they discussed?
No, we did not.
Then I take a little umbrage on the statement here that the city council desires this. Am I just being picky or?
No, it's may I?
The wording says that somebody looking at this would go, well, the council sat around and talked about this and decided Kaylee Ferguson is the best person for the job.
Yeah, of course.
That's not necessarily the case.
There was such the same scenario when we appointed Councilor P. Verbeck to be my supervisor. It was, you're the best person for this, and are you willing to serve in this capacity? And consider.
Well, I'm not questioning your skills.
May I continue? May I continue?
Excuse me.
And there is a slight emergency upon us, and considering that you need somebody in that position.
I'm not denying any of this. It's just a statement. Council desires this, and we haven't even been polled.
I understand what you're saying, but when we write a resolution, it's even if you vote no and it still passes, the council is, I mean, it has passed it. And so that's just how it reads. This is a concerted effort to create a contingency plan. But again, it's the same.
Any discussions for the council? Any further discussion? Councilor Fever Ruben, how would you vote?
No.
Councilor Ferguson?
I vote on
No.
no. You have 3 keys.
Councilor Mooney?
Aye.
Councilor Harper Ruben?
Aye.
Council has voted 3 ayes, 1 recused to appoint Haley Ferguson to Deputy City Clerk as stated in Resolution 2307. Thank you, Council. At this time, we will be going into executive session. So if I could ask the